I'm on my way to Australia's largest national park, Kakadu, 3 hours east of Darwin on the Arnhem Highway, with towering roadside attractions along the way. What strange creation is this? You might imagine it was sculpted by nature over millions of years. In fact, it was made by millions of termites. Monuments like this to the power of small creatures punctuate the top end of the Northern Territory. Larger creatures abound too. Keep a sharp eye open for wallabies and even the occasional wild horse and buffalo. Kakadu National Park is the same size as the entire nation of Wales, 20,000 square kilometres, and it's one of the rare places that appears twice on the UNESCO World Heritage List. 1 for ecology, 2 for culture. And 3, comfort. This is the Indigenous-owned Cooinda Lodge. What a lovely way to enjoy the late afternoon sunshine with a cup of tea in Cooinda Lodge. A simple space beautifully presented. If you're staying at Cooinda Lodge, you've got a choice of exactly 1 dinner venue. Fortunately, it's very good. Mimi's Restaurant, where I have the tasting menu prepared by Mick. What have we got here, Mick?
Okay, Simon. So today we have the barramundi on the paper bark. We have a bush tomato chutney. We have the kangaroo with a native pepper. We have the mango and native mint chutney. The buffalo and the crocodile dun and lemon myrtle. The best that the territory has to offer.
So all the best from land and water. Since Kakadu was designated as a national park in 1980, sustainable tourism has involved the traditional custodians of the land who provide information and inspiration for visitors, especially at rock art sites, of which Kakadu National Park has around 5,000.
My name's James, I'm a local binning man here and I'm taking you around this barongoi site, Unbungbung Shelter, and showing you some of the rock art here today.
In conventional art galleries, works are displayed outside their original context. Here in Kakadu National Park, you encounter rock art where it was created.
A lot of people, they, as yourself, come here and they want to see some really impressive artwork, and for us this is our kind of most valued and most important site that we have in this area that's open to the public, and it tells a really important story about one of our kinship systems and who we can and can't marry.
Much of the rock art was created in shelters where people have lived for millennia.
This specific shelter, which we're standing in here, was used for at least 20,000 years.
This spectacular landscape has inspired a million stories which are reflected in the rock art of extraordinary antiquity. And yet this is a living, evolving culture at one with nature. Time to explore the land and water that provided the artists with their inspiration. Nature has embroidered Kakadu with rivers, creeks and billabongs. That means trapped bodies of water. The most celebrated wetland in Kakadu is a billabong named Yellow Water on the doorstep of Cooinda Lodge, and the Indigenous owners offer 2-hour cruises that place you at the heart of the ecosystem. Here's Mandy Muir, Senior Custodian.
Our clan is referred to as the Gabo people, which means green ants. Yep, but this is our backyard. I live upstream from here, where I've lived all my life. And yeah, so it's great. Wetlands have the most abundance of food source that we still love to eat quite a lot of.
The crocodile has been the apex predator around here, top of the food chain for 100 million years or so. And there's one right in front of me. I'm staring prehistory in the face, or the jaws.
As we've grown up in this environment, there's been a lot of knowledge passed down into, you know, knowing what to look for when crocs are lurking about. When the landscape's happy, the rest of us are happy.
As a custodian, Mandy can retrieve a lotus lily pod, which turns out to be edible. Lovely. We could perhaps make a recording about this on audio. We could call it a podcast.
I love that, I love that.
I'm here all week.
Podcast.
1 in 3 bird species in Australia is found in Kakadu National Park. These delicate creatures are known as Jesus birds because of their ability to walk on water, or at least on lily pads. Life reduced to its most basic elements of land, water and sky. There is such a profusion of flora and fauna here in Kakadu National Park, and all in the care of the world's oldest continuous living culture.